Welcome back to Sturge-tropia. This is Sturge, coming to you from the most colorful bar I could find on planet Calypso at Cape Corinth. And I know I said I was going to be making videos from planet Cyrene, and this is actually a video sort of about Cyrene and a mission that I want to be doing there, but the problem is this. Only here on Calypso is there enough paint for me to be able to get the skill level I need to be able to do the mission on planet Cyrene. Imagine that. And I tried a bunch of this on Cyrene already. Didn't go. So I looked in my inventory, and sure enough, there's plenty of paint here on planet Calypso for me to make this video. And this is by no means a guide for how to do what I'm about to do. It is more an exploration, and maybe for many of you, helpful hints on how to get about the coloring profession and skills. So without further ado, let's get to it. First, we need to go to the Planet Calypso forum and a post from March 4th, 2010 by Summer. And I'm telling you, this is one of the best, honestly, one of the best posts I have ever seen on the Planet Calypso forum. If you have any interest at all in coloring and texturing, this is the post to go for. I will post a link down in the description. This goes over all of the detail. Obviously, the boxes will have changed for the colorizer and the texturizer as seen in this post. But the important part of it is we're able to look at the cost of doing the colorizing, the texturizing. Here's a little formula with markup 10% plus a fee. This is outstanding. We scroll down just a little bit more. We get to see how many cans of paint equals success. 323 generally equals 100% success at your skill level. And that's really what I want to get after, is that how important this post is for, well, my lack of understanding. This is what I go to every time I need to try to figure out what I'm going to be doing. I screw around a lot because I always just want to test the waters a little bit, because I don't have as much paint as this would call for. 323 cans of paint, or textures or whatever, cans. I just don't have that, and it's costly. And the markup on paint is something that if you have to buy it, it really sucks. But it does go over in detail, specifically clothing, textures, vehicles, anything that can be texturized or colorized. So here's some of the textures from this particular post, and if we keep scrolling down, we will get into the colorized part. This post also covers Arcadian textures, and even Next Island, I believe, as we go down. But here's the important part: paint cans. This is what we're after. Coloring skill: paint cans, orange, yellow, blue, olive, steel blue. The only three we're going to be able to use are the first three in that regard. Look at that, some Next Island stuff in there. This post, like I said, there will be a link down in the description. This will help you tremendously if you're a noob in coloring and texturizing. I use it as a tool, and I hope you will as well. But I'm going to sort of do it my own way. And so I found my way to the Junkyard Bar, where I can discuss two different colorators that I have in my possession, the Elysian Colorator and the Ziplex Fashion Line, because, as you know, Sturge is very fashionable. Yes, the Ziplex Fashion Line Colorator and the Elysian Colorator. And I'm going to just show you the details on these two, because I think this is kind of interesting. The Elysian Colorator comes from a mission, and it is unlimited, and the Ziplex Fashion Line Colorator actually is something I made. I actually have a blueprint for this. I have no idea why I did it years ago, but I did, and I managed to craft one that was full TT. It was a lucky moment in my Entropia career. But I think it's important to show you both of these. They are essentially the same thing. The Elysian Colorator that I have here actually has the bleacher attachment attached to it, which comes from the mission from Next Island. I do have a bleacher attachment for my Fashion Line Colorator. Not going to worry about that. doesn't matter. The Elysian Colorator is the winner in this mix, and I think it's going to provide better results overall as far as I'm concerned. And so for all future examples in this video, they will be using the Elysian Colorator. I will not be using the bleaching attachment. Not this time. We'll get into that, I suppose, at a later date. Okay, let's take a quick look at the paint that I have. 870 orange, 205 yellow, and 252 blue. Devil's in the details. Let's look at those. Let's take a quick look at the value per can of the paint. Orange is 1 peck per can, yellow 3 peck per can, and blue a little bit more, very scant, a little bit more than 5 peck per can. It's not what I really want you to see because these things have different markup. I want you to see the details and the big green bar that comes with them. That means at my level, which is garbage, 0 or less than 0, whatever it is, to 2.5, I have the ability to use these paint cans successfully at my current capacity and level in the colorator profession. So one might say, stop screwing around, Sturge, and I would agree. There's a lot of screwing around, so let's color something. I'm going to split my orange cans into 100, and I'm going to choose a Powell stool. Why? It's because it has a C in the name. That means I can color it. Anything with a C in the name you can color. I throw in 100 cans in there and I get a little orangey business. Kind of cool. But I think, let's take a look. This is what's so interesting about colorizing things. You have 3 different fields. And if I throw some blue in there, I get a nice blue trim and blue feet on this particular deal. I can't throw anything into a different field because there isn't a third option. So if I want to put yellow in, I got a yellow trim and yellow feet. So that gives you an idea of what these particular different paint cans do. Orange on orange, so on and so forth. You can see the saturation level based on the amount of paint you add. So 100 gets you a little more than 2/3 of the way of the orange for the Powell stool as it stands. So let's just colorize this damn thing and figure it out. Okay, I'm just going to hit apply with my 100 paint for this particular stool and hope for the best. Hoping for a skill gain here. Here we go, apply. Let's see what happens. Nothing. I got the system window open. Nope, no skill gain, main, no skill gain, no skill gain. I suck. Well, at least I did get an orange stool, no pun intended. But I got no pet back and I got nothing else. So let's do it again. Okie dokie, here we go again. Full TT value Powell stool. Again, another 100. Orange paint. Hit apply. Let's get a skill gain here. Bingo. There we go. Got some coloring skill and some other color matching skill. Good enough. I'm okay, but the important part here is we got some ped back. It's not much. It's some peck, 90 peck. And that is 90% of the value of the paint. And if you look in that forum post that I put up earlier, that's what you should be getting back. You should be getting 90% of your paint value back after you colorize something. I didn't go into detail on that. I want you to read that post. But now you see what happened. 90 peck, orange stool, good work, skill gain. Did that help? Maybe not much. Not enough. Time to take a quick look at skills design coloring newbie. I have 8 points, so I'm quite a ways away from the next skill point. Well, I need to get, 10, I think, or 11, or to get to the next, rank or whatever the case may be. Didn't do me very much good. I'm still level 1. What we're looking here at is profession, not skill level. I know that seems strange, but it's actually what it is. So I'm just looking at points here, and we need to go down to miscellaneous, I believe. Miscellaneous here, not resource collection. I always struggle with this because it's not obvious. So miscellaneous, go to the second page, and boom, down there in the middle, it's green color. I'm at about 85%. to the next level. Man, wow. And I did some of this on Cyrene and gained a few points. I gained like 3 points over there. Okay, let's make it easy. Let's just do a female island shirt from next island. It's colorable 100 blue and 50 yellow. We'll click apply and hope for a skill gain. Sure enough, there it is. We've got what, 495 ped back and 8.3484 coloring skill solid. One of the things I didn't mention is that if you have a low TT value item, like an island shirt, the ped that you get back is used, or the paint value is used to supplement to bring that shirt up to full TT value. And what you get back is, I think, 90% of that value after. So this is what that shirt looks like after. Pretty cool. Island shirt blue, female version, love it. I'm going to stick it in storage. We'll see what we can do with it later. But that was not a full TT value shirt, but the paint brought it up to full TT value. And then the return on ped and peck was from the extra, basically 90%. I'm sure there's a lot more of a loss in there. Let's see how we did. We are now inept. Oh, man. I love it. We're inept and color. We are green. Oh, we are now green. We are level 1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move fast and break stuff. Let's color an Arctic truck from Hunt the Thing. No longer available, but colorable. It was free. Might as well. Let's throw 150 cans at this. Blue paint. Looks Arctic enough. I like the blue. We'll click apply. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, cool noise in the background there. And yes, it worked. Nice. We get quite a bit of ped back. We're off like, some peck there. But we did get a skill gain. That's the most important part. We got a good skill gain there. Let's see what happens with this vehicle. Didn't increase the TT value, but the color is really cool. And for a free vehicle, I'll take it. Let's quick check the skill gain here. We are now coloring poor. Oh, just like everyone in the Entrope universe, we're poor. Yes, very poor. And then let's just check our color profession. We're still green, 95.4%. We can do better. Let's keep going. Okay, let's do another vehicle. Let's do the Arctic Combat Helicopter, also from Hunt the Thing. No longer available, but still colorable. Let's kill it. Let's throw in some different paints here. Blue, yellow, and then some orange. And I'm going to do, 102 blue. This turns out to be, 12.1 PED of paint. This is going to be good. Let's apply it. Bam! What do we get? So we get 1089 peck. That's your 90%. And look at that. 17 points in the coloring skill. Wow, that's pretty serious numbers. I love it. We're still poor, obviously, in the coloring skill, but that's still a huge number of points. We're very close to the next rank in coloring in the skills. But let's look at profession. All right, going into miscellaneous. Second page color. Lo and behold, we are now green, level 2. Amazing. Wow, we threw a lot of ped in this video at it, and we only made 1 level. I guess that tells you what it's going to cost, or give you an idea what it's going to cost to get to level 5 for the mission on Cyrene, which I haven't even shown you yet, but we'll get to that in another video. However, the important part here is you see now what it takes to advance in the coloring skill, and you know roughly how to do it. You may not even know the cost yet, but we'll get there eventually. So here we are, Athena Spaceport. Colored vehicles in the background. We've got the Arctic Combat Helicopter. the Arctic truck in my sleep near. This Arctic helicopter has sort of a Austin Powers feel to it. Kind of cute. And then we've got the Arctic truck. Looks very Arctic. The blue didn't come through very solid, which is perfect. Makes it look good. Didn't spend a lot of pen on that. And then my Sleipnir that I colored many years ago in an awful video, but still like the color. I texturized it as well with some Karabakh texture. But there you have it. These are the vehicles that I've been coloring. Kind of have a better feel now, don't we? Pretty cool series of things that we can accomplish with the colorator. We're not quite to level 5 that we need for the Cyrene mission just yet. One final note before I end this video. In my message center, I wanted to show you that it sent me a message saying, congratulations, you reached level 2 in the color profession. That's what we're talking about. Your level is in the profession, not the skills. Those are ranks. So what's important here is down the road, I got 3 levels to go, a lot of pen to spend to try and get to level 5 before I can go back to Cyrene and complete that, not even complete, begin the mission. You need color or level 5 to even begin the mission. I'm going to use that. I'm going to do that in another video. Trying to make some videos here on Planet Calypso before that, but this is the end of this video. This is Sturge signing off. Ciao for now.